My name is Megan Nyland, and for my photography final this year, I chose to do it on my grandma. She was actually born in 1925, and she is 91 years old. Anything you want to say, Grandma?
Yes, I would like to say I am the first generation Irish. My mother and father both came from Ireland. My father was 18 years old. My mother was about 19 years old. Back then, when the Irish girls came over, they were referred to as living out girls. My mother lived downtown, and she worked for a doctor. Every summer, they went to Bar Harbor, Maine. My dad worked at, it was a locomotive place. In about 5 years, he owned his own ice business. I had a brother and a sister, and we lived in West Philadelphia. I went to her Mother's Sorrows for grade school, and then I went to West Catholic. I graduated in West Catholic in 1943, and the war was on then, and I went to work for the Army Ordnance. Army Ordnance. Then I had my father had at this time garages where cars were kept, and they had to pay monthly rent. And one evening, this young man, good-looking young man, knocked at the door and paid me the rent, and that was the man I married. After that, and I had 5 children. Megan's father is Dennis, and I have a Joe, a Jerry, and a Jack, and I have a daughter, Lizanne. Lizanne lives in California, and my other children live in Broomall. When I was going to school, we had no telephone in our house, and we had to go to the corner store to receive a phone call or make a phone call. So we had a good time. We grew up and we had a good time.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to say? What's your life like right now?
My life right now, I live in Havertown. I live in Sacred Heart Parish. I belong to the Legion of Mary, and I have quite a few friends. I still drive. I'm very careful about driving, but I still drive. And I have one son, John, who's not married, living with me. So I have a great life. God's been very good to me. Thank you.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos of memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.